Good morning, students. How are you all?
Good morning, teacher. We are fine.
Yes, very nice. So, earlier, which topic we have started?
Population.
Yes, right. So, can anyone tell me the meaning of population?
The number of people living in a region, city, state, place is known as population.
Yes, after that, what we have started?
Aspects of population.
Yes, so which was the first factor or aspects?
Population growth.
Yes, is there only one aspect?
No, teacher, there are many more.
Yes, so which was the next factor or aspect?
Distribution of population.
Yes, very good. So, do you know the next two factors?
No, teacher.
Okay, no problem. So today we are going to learn the two another factor, that is density of population and structure of population. Okay, so now tell me, what do you mean by the word density?
The number.
Yes, right. So now what do you mean by density of population?
The number.
Yes, but the number of what?
The number of people in a place or a region.
Yes, right. So, the density of population means the number of people living in an area or region, right? So, the population density is the measurement of population per unit land area. The population density of a country is the number of people in that country divided by the area in square kilometer or miles. Understood?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, so the density of population can be calculated. You divide the number of objects by the measures of the area. See this formula here. Density of population is equal to population of a region upon area of a region. Understood? Now tell me one thing, that which city is densely populated in Maharashtra?
Mumbai.
Yes. Can you tell me how and why do you think?
Because more people come to migrate here in search of job opportunities.
Yes, and
Because many people daily travel to Mumbai for their job.
yes, right. So everyone understood density of population.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so our next topic is structure of population. Now, what do you mean by structure of population? Okay, tell me the meaning of structure. What do you mean by structure? Shapes, yes. So, is there only one shape or many? Yes, many. So, the term population structure usually refers to the pattern in which population is divided into various categories. Now, the population has been divided into various categories and according to their structure. So, now one by one, we will see that in which categories they have been divided. So, the first one is groups. Now, tell me, what do you mean by groups?
People with similarities stay together.
Yes, right. So, the classification of population groups into the categories below: sex, age, rural, urban, literacy, productive population. Population can be subdivided as per the groups. These subgroups and the relationship with one another is studied in the structure of population. So, here, as you said, that the people of similarities in the same group. Here, basically, the structure of population is divided into categories of the people in the same age, people living in rural areas, people are divided as the people living in urban areas, people are divided on the basis of literacy and illiterate as well. So, the next one is sex ratio. Can anyone answer what it is? Okay, so listen. As per the gender, population can be divided into males and females. This is the natural divisions, right? According to this, the population can be divided by their genders, as there are two genders, males and females. Okay, this is the natural divisions which can be easily understood in the terms of population. Now, When both the genders are around the same number, it indicates the balance in population. When the male and female population or the number of male and female population is equal, this terms as balanced population. In population studies, the ratio of man and woman is considered very important. In population, the ratio of males and females, that are man and woman, is considered to be very much important. So how is the calculation done? Like how is the ratio calculated? So there is the following formula. Sex ratio is equal to total number of females divided by total number of males into 1000. That means total number of females upon total number of males as per 1000 people. Understood? So the next one is age structure. Now what do you mean by age structure? What do you understand by this word age structure?
The people in a regions are classified or grouped according to their age.
Yes, very good. Now can you give me one example?
Yes, means that people of age 15s are all together in one group. The people who are infant, like below 7, are grouped in one group, and the people who are above 60 are grouped according to their age structure in one group.
Yes, very good. Now you are very close to it, but let me explain you once. Age structure means in a region when the population is subdivided as per the age groups, like they are classified on the basis of their age group, then it is called as the age structure of the population. Okay, so the age structure is useful for the projection of population and for understanding the dynamics of the age structure arrangement. What do this age structure help us with? So the age structure help us to understand the projection of the population with the dynamics of their age groups and their arrangements. Okay, and it also helps to understand the proportion of active and dependent population. Now, what do you mean by active and dependent population?
Active population who is earning, who is not dependent on anyone.
Yes, so can you give me example of a age group or age structure? Active population.
Age group between 22 to 28 or 30 or more than that.
Okay, so moving to the next. What is the meaning of dependent population? What do you understand by dependent population?
The people which are dependent on others for their livelihood.
Yes, very good. Can you give me a age group for this population?
1 to 20 and 60 to 80.
Yes, good. So understood. This population structure division or classification also help us to understand the amount of which population is active population and which population is dependent, means who are dependent on others, and active means who are active in work. So our next classification category is occupational structure. Now what do you mean by occupation?
Profession.
Give me some examples of profession.
Teacher,
Doctor, engineer.
Yes, so according to occupation, what you get to know that the person is earning. So the population of a region can be classified into working and non-working groups. Okay, so the population can also be divided on the categories of working and non-working. The people who are working and the people who are non-working. Peoples who are not in jobs or professions despite being in the production of age group come under the non-working group. This non-working groups is dependent on the working groups. Understood? There are non-working groups which are dependent upon the working groups. If the proportion of working population higher in the region, then the population is termed as industrious. Okay, This type of region has a rapid development. What happens when in an area working population is more and non-working population is less, then in such region there is a rapid growth and development. So our next classification is on the basis of area of residence. Now what do you mean by area of residence? Okay, so I will tell you. Here the population of a region can be divided into two groups. Okay, as per the area of residence, that is rural and urban. Okay, the population on the basis of region can be divided into two groups. They are rural and urban. Okay, people in the rural areas are mainly employed in primary occupation. The people who lives in rural region are mainly employed in primary occupation, and in the urban areas the proportion of people working in the secondary and tertiary occupation is large. The people who live in the urban areas are mainly engaged in the secondary and tertiary occupation in large. The population in the rural area is involved in the production of the food grains. Okay, the population which helps in the production of food grains belong to the rural areas, and the urban population is dependent on the rural population for the supply of food grains. And here the secondary occupation means the people who are living in the urban places have to be dependent for the food supply on the rural region. Next classification is on the basis of migration. Now tell me the meaning of migration. You have studied this topic in the earlier classes. Yes or no? Yes. So tell me the meaning of migration.
People moving or traveling from one place to another in spite of good standard of living or good job opportunities.
Yes, right. The movement of an individual or a group from one place to another is termed as migration. So the meaning of migration is that the people or a group or individual moving from one place to another. This could be for any region or for short period, for long period, or permanently. It can also happen due to marriage, education, business, transfer, tourism, natural calamities, wars, etc. These are the reasons why people migrate. There are many kinds of migrations. Regions from where people migrate show a fall in population. Yes, from where a people has moved, the region shows less population, means there is a fall in population of in that region. Such region experience a shortage of manpower. Due to this, what happens? The region experiences a shortage of manpower. On the other hand, the area to which they migrate shows the rise in population, or we can say increase in population, and a strain on the public amenities and facilities. Due to migration, the composition of the population also changes. So our next and last category is literacy. Now what do you mean by word literacy? Okay, tell me what is the meaning of literate?
People who is educated.
Yes, right. The people who are educated are termed as literate, and they come in the sector of or in a grouping of literate. Okay, now literacy is in society. Some people are literate and some people are illiterate, means some people are educated and some people are not educated. Now in a region or a country, the population can divide on the basis of literacy, means the people who are literate, educated, and the people who are illiterate, who are not educated. Okay, the percentage of literacy throws light on the quality of the population, means people who comes under the literate population has the potential to develop the country or to develop a society. They are the quality population of the country. If the percentage literacy is higher, then the country develops socially and economically as well. Literacy led to the development of a cultural and progressiveness in society. Now, the more people literate in a country, the more will be the development. So, hope you have understood all the terms and the grouping of population according to their categories. So I hope you have understood both the topic. So let me take a short revision. So today we learned density of population and structure of population, on which basis they have been categorized. Okay, so here is a short evaluation. You have to complete this and bring it tomorrow. So here is the assignment. Here you all can see this chart. You have to solve this chart with the given formula and bring it tomorrow.